right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for continuing coverage of this year's Women's U.S. Amateur Championship from here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. This is the third round of action today. We're going to have from New London, Connecticut, Sarah Archer, her opponent from Clearwater, Florida, the hometown girl, Deanna Foster. Sarah won the lag and has elected to have the break. Looks like Sarah has opted to start in the 8-ball set. This will be a race to 5. We'll see 3 games of 8-ball, potentially 6 games of 9-ball. Coming off a Hill nail biter. Some good action so far today here in the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship. I'm going to make sure that we thank our friends at pooldog.com. Pooldog, the presenting sponsor of all of our streaming coverage over the next several days here at Strokers. Starting with 32 ladies in this year's women's division. I'm going to see 2 of them here. This will be, again, Sarah Archer will have the break in the 8-ball set. This tournament is double elimination. All competition played on 4.5 by 9-foot tables. Again, Sarah from New London, Connecticut. Been playing pool for 12 years. Of course, I've had Black Widow now joining me here.
Hello, everyone.
Jeanette, we've got Sarah Archer and Deanna Foster. Do you know Deanna? She's from Clearwater. I didn't know if she's somebody that you run into as a league operator down here.
You know, no, I haven't. I mean, so she plays in Mike's league, right?
Yep, plays over here in Pinellas County.
Nice. No, I want to get a good look at her face here.
And we
I
did
can see
lose,
her.
at least for this round, we did lose our second camera, unfortunately.
Got it.
They're not able to fix it until the stoppage and play on the table next to them. So we'll be sticking with this camera. This is Deanna here.
Got it.
Clearwater, Florida. Been playing pool for 33 years. Wow.
This is the first rack in 8-ball.
Says she started playing pool in 1985. I think the Color of Money did it.
That's how
Was
I
it-
started.
Was it the cup?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
really?
Well, it had already been out for a number of years, but
Yeah.
it is absolutely I fell in love with that
Really?
movie,
Okay.
and I fell in love with the game.
I know a
course,
lot of
my
folks.
favorite is The Hustler.
Yeah, a lot of folks that have been around pool a long time point to the mid-'80s as kind of a
Big boom.
renaissance because of the Color Money, and I've always wondered, did it, how many people did it really get involved in the game? But there you have it. The Black Widow was one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Cruise
I
fan,
hadn't
apparently.
seen it until later because I started around 1989, something like that.
Oh, okay. Now, were you spinning your cue around like Tom Cruise
No,
in the
I
movie?
never.
Nothing like that?
I wasn't good enough to spin it
That's what
around.
I remember from the movie so well. I was like, wow, that's cool. I
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
probably 10 years old watching that, or about 8 years old, actually.
No, it was around the late 80s, early 90s when you started having these really nice billiard clubs.
Right.
And all the old styles pool halls started going away.
So I'm watching our viewership climb here. If you're just joining us, again, this is live coverage of this year's Women's U.S. Amateur Championship. This event produced by the American Pool Players Association. Streaming brought to you by our friends at pooldog.com.
Thank them for all the support that they have given us.
Most definitely. Oh, beautiful. Nicole Dunn, our person in our office that oversees the U.S. Amateur Championship telling me that you can now enter next year's U.S. Amateur Championship. You can now register for the preliminary rounds, which will be held in September. See that information there. You just go to usam.com, or I'm sorry, usam.poolplayers.com. You can get entered for next year's event right now, play in a preliminary round, hopefully find yourself in the championship.
Also want to invite all my fans on the Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow Facebook fan page to tune in as well. I'm also starting to play a little bit, some of my tournaments. I've been trying to live stream whenever I play in a local event.
How do I go to the APA page on here? Jeanette's trying to share it on Facebook as we speak. There you go. Looks like your battery's about to die here, Jeanette.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Pool tournaments. Pool players always have phone chargers, I'm guessing, with them, don't they?
Well, I have my battery pack, but I don't know if I have the charger. Not that you viewers want to hear any of this. All right, here we go.
All right, so if you want to type in whatever you want there, it'll pop up. Meanwhile, Deanna at the table. And I'll bring Sarah back to the table, Sarah Archer. Again, this event is a non-handicapped event. Unlike most APA events, this event is actually open to both APA members and non-APA members. It's a non-handicapped event. You are seeing the very best of the best in terms of amateur players. Of course, the women's event starting today will wrap up tomorrow early evening, and then we will start the open event on Friday. 128 players expected there, including the defending champ, Brian Parks, five-time champion Brian Parks, who will have that target on his back throughout. Of course, Melinda Hong, the defending champion in the women's division, is here. We saw her in the first round today. She won her first match. I believe she's currently on the floor. And we should also mention that if you go to youtube.com/APA Leagues, we have bonus coverage there. So you've got the match that Jeanette and I are watching here on Facebook, but we also have some bonus coverage you can see on our YouTube channel.
And if any of them would like to become an APA member and enjoy the fun and competition that we offer, you can just go to poolplayers.com and see all the different events that we have going on. Our players can play locally, and that can actually qualify you to play in our World Pool Championship in Las Vegas, Nevada, the biggest, best, and most exciting event I've ever been to. Of course, I don't get to compete. This is for amateurs only, so that everyday people that go out and work a real job
Well, that's not true. I see you play. I see you
pool.
play people out at our championships.
I do.
For fun.
That's
for
right.
For fun.
That's right. I definitely come to the World Pool Championship myself, and we have a pool table, and I like to take challenges from the crowd, so that's always fun.
Always
too.
a cool experience for the attendees, for sure. Get a game in against the Black Widow. Oh, Brett, don't complain about the commercials, buddy. It's free coverage, so we're going to plug, and plug some more. If it bothers you, you might want to find another free stream to watch.
Listen, she's got some work to do here. I mean, if she could shoot that 14 ball, right, and follow and go 3 rails and bump the 5.
Being corrected, there are 41 ladies that started this event this
with
year.
how or center right-hand English, come around 3 rails, open up that 5 and 10. That's there, the orange and blue striped ball. Yeah, that's another problem. She waited till last minute. See, this is the thing. When you send all your guys home, so let's say you're striped, you send all your guys home and you leave the guy in a trap. How are you going to get him out? And now you're forced to hit it, which then leaves it wide open for the opponent. Ah, this is awesome. How creative. She's going to hit it and make the 3-ball off the 8. Ooh. But it's because she gave, so if you notice when she was lining that up, I mean, that is awesome that she hit it, but she hit it with draw. And when you hit that carom with backspin, it puts topspin on the 13 ball, which is what prevented it from going in off the 8. So she really needed to hit it with a high ball and let the cue ball slide over to the end rail and the side rail.
I'm going to proactively mention, too, if you're wondering how your favorite player is doing in this event, you can go to CompuSport.us to follow the bracket there. I know we tend to get a lot of commenters asking about how is so-and-so doing. Go to CompuSport.us, and you will know exactly how they are doing.
Tell you what, in going for the solid, it put her in a better position. She shouldn't get that stripe ball, and I wouldn't do that. I would leave that there, and I would have banked the 14 ball away and drew the cue ball under the 3 ball. She's telling her she wants to have somebody watch the hit. So while she goes and finds somebody to watch the hit call, we've got, is this Deanna or Sarah?
That's
up at the
Sarah.
table? Okay.
That is Sarah.
And where is she from?
Sarah's from New London, Connecticut.
Okay, I spent some time in Connecticut.
Well, I bet
It's
you.
nice
Yeah,
there.
you.
I have, because I'm
spent some
originally
time,
from
yeah.
New York, and so I played on the New England tour.
Right.
I think she's going to try to, oh, she went to try to bank the ball.
I'm guessing there's probably not a state that you haven't spent some time in, right?
Right?
Any of them? You been to all of them?
No.
No? You haven't been to all the states?
I have not been to Wyoming.
Well, no Wyoming. What about Alaska?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Well,
Yes.
they're on the Black Widow bucket list. Wyoming.
Well,
That's
it's
it?
supposed to be beautiful there.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay, listen. Don't go for that 5 ball. Just bank the 2 ball away and force them to open up those balls. Okay. Hold it. All right, that actually worked out better for her. To leave it sitting there. Because now the opponent is forced to move one of the stripes, which then opens up her ball, and even if she doesn't leave her a shot, she'll have that hanging ball there to get into position. And that's what she should be doing. She shouldn't be taking that other ball. She should keep trying to open up those balls while leaving her opponent no shot. She's looking to see if the 14 can go off the rail, off the back of the 5, and go in the corner pocket. So she can hit that fairly straight on and let the 14 go into the rail and then off the back of the 5. All right, that took care of that.
A lot of folks asking about do you have a motorcycle? A lot of people said, do you
Yes.
still ride your motorcycle?
Orange County Chopper.
Do you have, okay, so you
made
do Black Widow bike?
Yes,
Okay.
made an awesome Black Widow bike. And no, I don't have it anymore. The people that I did the bike with, which is the Liquid Wick Q company, they actually have that bike.
Aha.
Yes.
So you didn't
But
actually
I will
get to
tell you,
keep
it was
the
a
bike.
great experience.
I'm
no,
sure.
they commissioned it to them to make that bike.
Aha.
Yes.
So there you have it, folks.
I was never a
Some
biker.
inside dirt there from
No.
the Black Widow here on the.
It's so
coverage.
much fun, though. It was a lot of fun, and the guys were very cool, very nice guys.
So
you
you
can
didn't
watch
roll
that
in.
video on YouTube if you
So-
look at Orange County Chopper with a Black Widow.
Right. So you didn't roll in a Harley today. She didn't
No,
pull up.
not
She
this
didn't pull up
time.
to Strokers. And of course, we mentioned we're at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, just across the bay from Tampa, where it's been Phenomenal weather, very sunny, very warm, very much like summer here still for all of you that are starting to feel the effects of early winter in different places across North America. Kind of a benefit of this event, being able to come down here and really enjoy it. The new hotel we're at, I know you haven't been over there because you live down here, but the Godfrey has been fantastic, right on the bay.
Oh, yeah.
Right on the bay. Watched a nice sunset the other night. It was pretty cool.
So cool.
Yeah.
All right, she's looking to bank this ball. One rail, and didn't quite get there. All right.
That'll bring
It's wide
Deanna
open
back.
for Deanna. Let's see what she does.
Again, they open this match in the 8-ball set. So there'll be 3 games of 8-ball, potentially 6 games of 9-ball. Boy, we really got our money's worth in that last round, didn't we?
Oh,
Hill,
yeah,
Hill.
5-4, yeah.
Hill, nail biter. A lot of action still to be played here today, tomorrow, and of course this weekend when we start the open event.
Interesting that she didn't just go for it with all the balls sitting out there. I don't think she missed that ball. I think she was playing safety. But, I mean, she could have just pocketed that ball, put the cue ball in the middle of the table, and tried to run out there.
A lot of folks commenting they appreciate some of the tips you've been sharing throughout the broadcasts here. So,
well, thank you, guys. I really do enjoy being part of this. No way. She banked it into the side pocket. I'm pretty sure she was banking into the corner pocket, so she got a little bit lucky there. But, you know, that's why Deanna should have just went for that run out and not give her any chance. I mean, that cost her, and the balls were sitting out there. Let's see what happens.
all right.
There you go, Sarah Archer takes the lead, 1-0.
She is on the board. Again, as you were mentioning, Jeanette, if you're not yet an APA member, now is the perfect time to sign up. Spring sessions are just around the corner. For all you folks at home that are wondering how to get involved in all things APA, this is the starting point. poolplayers.com/join. You become a member today. Tomorrow you're playing league. A couple weeks from now you're in a tournament, and who knows, maybe you find yourself in Vegas. So
That's right. It's only $25 a year to join.
yeah, that's right.
And it's just a matter of having fun, playing pool, meeting people, and getting out there and becoming a part of a larger community.
Yeah, I talk to a lot of people that, you know, they don't know APA. They haven't played APA. They're not a pool player. And obviously Vegas is a big deal, right? The events we do in Vegas. But it's really only a part of the overall experience, right? And you mentioned it.
Correct.
It's kind of about being part of something bigger, meeting a lot of new folks, kind of becoming a community, if you will, of like-minded people. And so that's really what it's all about.
That's right. And what you're watching right now is not necessarily, you don't have to be this good to play APA.
Right.
There's an equalizing system where people have different skill levels, and that skill level will determine the race against another player.
Right.
So if you're a higher skill level, you have to win more games. If you're a lower skill level, less. These are the best of our amateurs in this program, which is not a handicapped event. There's no skill level difference. It's just a matter of, you know, mano a mano challenge to the end.
Yeah, and you don't have to actually be an APA member to play in the U.S. Amateur Championship. Now, you will get a discounted entry into the preliminary round if you're an APA member, but not necessarily a requirement. We do not use any type of skill levels here in this event. It's unhandicapped or non-handicapped. Of course, playing on 4.5 by 9 foot tables, which is also a little different.
Boy.
Three former champions in the women's division this year. You've got Melinda Hong, last year's champion. You've got Betty Lee, or formerly Betty Sessions. And you got Tina Larson, a 2-time winner of this event. So A lot of championship pedigree in this year's field of 41 for the ladies, which surprises me. I thought we were 32, but Bill came over and said, stop saying 32. There's 41.
Wow.
So 41. The event continues to grow. This is Deanna Foster at the table.
Well, I'll tell you that 13 ball that her hand is by, I think she should have shot that in the corner pocket first, because that's going to be tough to get to later. Okay, maybe she'll get a shot on it now. Uh-oh. Things just got uglier. The tough thing is she can go for this 15 ball and follow forward, but she's got to make sure she gets some kind of angle on this 13 ball. Well, now it looks like she's cueing low on the ball. Guys, we do have the Facebook chat available. If you guys want to ask us any questions or talk to us, we'd love to hear from you.
I was just looking through there. I was liking what Michael Slater had to say. He said he's retired. Him and his wife started playing APA and were able to meet a lot of new folks that way and kind of expand their social life. So just kind of an extension of what you were saying there, Jeanette. Some folks asking about skill levels. Looks like Sarah, based on what some of the folks here have said, is a skill level 6, which is not, I mean, I would say for most of the players that you're going to see this week, most are going to be 6, if not 7, in 8 ball. Again, higher end amateur players.
Boy, she is just getting into some trouble now. She's got to get her cue ball all the way over for the 13 ball, and then she's got to get that one. Hit the point of the side pocket. Wow, she got a little bit, oh no. She can shoot that ball up in that corner pocket. Sarah Archer walking around the table, checking out the lay of the land.
Sarah wanted to mention Ben Archer of Archer Custom Cues and Doc's Bar and Grill back in Westbrook, Connecticut. I'm guessing that's where she plays out of. So if any of you folks at Doc's Bar and Grill in Westbrook are watching, we want to say hello to you. I know Sarah and really any of the ladies that you see on the stream, I know they really appreciate friends, fans, associates that tune in and root them on from afar. I know they really appreciate that.
Yeah, support is everything when you're out there,
Absolutely. Especially when you travel, right? And you don't have that support group that you maybe normally are used to having back home.
Yeah, it makes a difference when you feel like there are people out there pulling for you.
For sure. Deanna, she was wanting to give a shout out to Stephanie Mitchell in the corner pocket. Is that around here? Is that down in this area? Clearwater area, corner pocket? I'm guessing that's where she plays out of. She mentioned her league operators, Mike and Sherry Strout.
I love them.
Yeah, nice folks here in Pinellas County, the league operators. I know their spring session will be starting not too far from now. When do you start your spring? You start at the end of the year or the beginning of next year?
Beginning,
January?
This year, no,
December. Okay.
Beginning of December.
Yeah, if you're here in Tampa.
But I am going to start moving towards.
A little bit into January.
Yeah.
It's always the big question. Do you start before Christmas or after and deal with the holidays? It's
right.
It's always a little bit of a challenge. So Sarah back at the table here. some folks asking if you're going to be at the Indiana State tournament this year.
I'm not.
No, Indiana State.
I used
You
to
were
go
always
to
there
those
before, but that was when
because
you
I
lived
there.
in Indiana.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I lived there. So
We mentioned this earlier today, but Jeanette now living here in Tampa, where she's an APA league operator. So between running your business and continuing your playing career, it's
Right.
tough to, and the kids and all the other responsibilities you have. Tough to make it to the Indiana State. So I'm sure. Do you make it back to Indiana often? I mean, I know you got a lot of friends there still.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go
They
there
probably
a couple
come.
times
They
a
probably
year.
come visit you
They
more than
exactly.
you go there.
That's exactly right.
That's the way it works
It's
when you
pretty
move to
cold
Florida.
there right now.
Yeah.
I like being able to, come out of my house in a t-shirt and shorts
Yeah.
at Christmas.
Sarah sizing up the table. Looks like she's got the shot she wants here.
She drops her elbow on her follow through. She should be trying to keep that elbow up there.
Yeah.
Pressure does something to you.
Again, we'll mention that we have the bonus coverage. We have 2 other tables that are being live streamed here from Strokers. You'll have to hop over to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/APA Leagues. You can catch out some of that bonus footage.
Okay, so she's going to pocket the 7 ball and try to put it with a little bit of draw, not too much, to shoot the 5. She needs to take care of the 6. Now the 2 ball, the blue 2 ball, she can pocket easily either straight in or off that 13 ball. I don't think she got as much draw as she would have liked.
Apparently the corner pocket is in Largo, Florida. So next time you're out that way,
All right.
not that you don't get your share of pool rooms and bars that you're in as a
We've
league
got quite
operator.
a few, and I think we have 3 more rooms opening up right now.
Now is Largo, is that in your?
Largo
no,
is
not your
Mike's.
area?
Yeah, Mike's got all
Pinellas.
the island.
Yeah,
Well, not island, but
sure. Pinellas County, right?
yeah. He's got Pinellas County. Clearwater, St. Pete, all of those
Yeah.
things. Okay. Now she's got a problem. I think this would be too thin of a cup to try to cut it into that side pocket. She might want to bank the 2 ball. Let the cue ball come 2 rails and hit the 6 ball. Okay, and hit the 6 ball. No. That 6 is cuttable. It is possible. Hit it nice and thin, and the cue ball will come around 3 rails. Then with a high ball, which goes to the right long rail, end rail, long rail, out for the 8 ball. I can't tell. The 13 might be too close to it, but I'm thinking she can hit the right side. Yeah, she's looking at it.
George Schuler asking how much you still play.
I actually play more than I have played in 10 years.
Yeah.
I just, my life has gotten a little bit more stable, and my health is really what I'm talking about. I've gotten a little bit more of my feet on the ground, comfortable with being a league operator for APA. So that's been helpful. And I've got a wonderful boyfriend, Gene, who's been really helpful as well. So it's freed me up to actually start hitting balls again. Because
Nice.
I love the game, still love the game, always will. So I'm starting to play in a few tournaments here and there. And it's been a lot of fun. It's torturous because my game isn't where it used to be. But it won't, I feel like it won't take me that long because I have good discipline. I have a nice pre-shot routine, shooting system. And so the most important thing to me right now is not missing any easy shots. Because that's what the biggest thing that you can improve in your game are the unforced errors. It's not these tough shots, these bank shots, the break shots. It's how many times you give a table up on the easiest shot in the world because you either took it for granted or you were thinking about position. And so if you can get to where you have a solid pre-shot routine, you're going to get rid of your unforced errors and you're going to be dangerous. So that's pretty much what I think about. But thank you for asking, and I appreciate the support. And whenever I can, I stream my matches now, which is something I didn't used to do. So when I get that out there and play in tournaments, both the pro level or regional level, we've been streaming it, which you can, if you like my Facebook fan page, Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow, or if you are on my Twitter, which is Black Widow, or
I'm sure it's all Black Widow.
everywhere.
Something Black Widow. .com.
Yeah, YouTube,
Facebook,
Jeanette Lee
YouTube,
TVW. I couldn't get Black Widow on YouTube. It's Jeanette Lee TVW.
Oh, no.
But anyway, check me out
Yeah.
on Facebook, Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow.
We do need to, when you are streaming, we need to talk about that. We'll push that out on our page too, and you'll get
Yeah, that would be awesome.
you'll get all kinds of people watching you. They love to watch some pool.
Yes, they do.
Happy to be able to bring you guys this coverage. Of course, our friends at pooldog.com, instrumental in bringing all of our coverage to you over the next several days.
Oh, boy. She can make this 13 ball not that easy, but it's whether or not she can get position on the next ball. Oof.
Mentioned Pool Dog. Want to thank our other sponsors. Of course, Aramith, the premier billiard balls in all the world. Action Cues. And our friends at Valley Dynamo, the official pool table of our championships. Of course, those are not the tables you're seeing used here because we're using 4.5 by 9 foot tables here. But if you ever make it to one of our events in Vegas, we have hundreds of pool tables there, all Valley Dynamo tables. Appreciate all of our sponsor support and our friends here at Strokers, right, for hosting us. Jose Del Rio and his crew taking good care of the players.
Best food ever, too. They make some great food. All right, she wanted to hit this. All right, she's going all in on this 8-ball.
Sarah Archer now on the 8-ball.
And it'll
Chance
give
to
her a
take
nice
a 2-0
lead.
lead. Race to 5.
Calling it in the far right corner pocket.
Just misses that 8-ball in the corner. I'll give Deanna Foster another chance at the table here. This event being played at Strokers in Palm Harbor. And Dennis, if you're looking for the standings or the schedules, you can go to compusport.us. We've actually pinned that to the comments section here. You can just click right on the link. That'll tell you who plays when. Of course, everybody's still in the tournament. No one has been eliminated yet, I don't believe. So you'll be seeing more schedule than standings at this point. Deanna trying to even up the score here at 1 apiece. Deanna pockets it in the side pocket. Now shooting on the 8-ball here. Again, opportunity to tie it up at 1 game apiece. She does just that, and we are now tied at 1 game apiece. Our friends at Pool Dog with some special offers for our members right now. If you go to their website, pooldog.com/APA champs, they've got some different offers, including this one for a free towel, so you can check out what they've got going on. We mentioned also earlier our bonus coverage that you can find at youtube.com/APA leagues. Got a couple of other matches ongoing on 2 different tables there. So again, if this particular match doesn't meet your needs, you can check out one of those other matches. Of course, all of our coverage, at least our commentated coverage here on our Facebook page, would encourage you to, if you haven't already, to like us here on Facebook. If you like coverage like this, of course, we've talked about trying to get some of Jeanette's local matches streamed through that. I know we're going to be covering the Moscone Cup next month. We'll have some exclusive coverage from London, behind-the-scenes type stuff that you guys will be able to watch if you.
And they do a great job.
If you like us right on Facebook. So make it easy on yourself. Just hit that like button, and the notifications will start a-coming. Back in action here. Women's U.S. Amateur Championship. Deanna Foster now tied 1-1 with Sarah Archer. She has the break here. This will be the last game of the 8-ball set. She scratches off the break.
She started dancing before the music started. You got to stay down, follow through. She kind of lunged forward, and so her cue ball went everywhere and scratched.
I know we're getting a lot of comments about how do I enter this event. Basically, the way that you qualify for this event, one, you cannot enter this stage of the event. You must qualify. But what you do is you enter usam.poolplayers.com. You get signed up. You play in a preliminary round about a month and a half prior to this event, and the top finishers there advance to this event. So.
And we have them around the country. We have U.S. Amateur qualifiers
all
around
over
the country.
Yep.
1 or 2 months before this particular event.
Yep.
You do get a discounted entry fee if you are an APA member. And if you can't remember usam.poolplayers.com, just remember from poolplayers.com, you can always click on the link to check out information about the U.S. Amateurs.
usam.poolplayers.com. You can go ahead and get signed up for the preliminary now so you don't forget down the road. I know we get a lot of emails from folks after that entry window closes, and they're like, can I do it? Can I do it? And it's like, sorry, you'll have to do it next year.
But I'm sure that we also remind people on Facebook, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
we'll be reminding you all through the year, but just don't miss the window, because the window opens at a certain time, it closes at a certain time, and outside of that, you can't enter, unfortunately. So a lot of folks usually right when it closes seem very interested in getting involved. So go ahead and do it now. Make life easier on yourself. Deanna Foster attempting to make life easier on herself by getting the bridge out here. This is the 3rd and final game. You need anything?
Let's see.
Might be too late now. One of the diligent staff at Strokers here stopped by and we're kind of
Freddie, the
hidden.
chef here.
Yeah, all the people coming by to say hi to Jeanette. We're kind of hidden back here in the back of Strokers.
But word still gets out.
Yeah, yeah. They know you're here.
All righty. So what do you look at when you're playing 8-ball? I always look at what are my problem areas so I can get to them as quickly as possible. The way I look at an 8-ball rack, assuming that all the balls are open, you don't have any clusters, I look at where the 8-ball is and what are the shots, what are the key balls that I want to be shooting before the 8. And then I look at where the cue ball it is and I work out a pattern going from the 8, working my way backwards to where the cue ball is in my first shot at the table. But if there are any problems, then I'm not even worried about the 8-ball. I'm going to try to get to my problems as quickly as possible. Because as you're trying to get to your problems, if you do break out a problem cluster, you have a lot of other shots to help you get back in position, get back in line for the tournament. But if you get rid of all of your loose balls and then open up the only cluster, what you've basically done was got yourself out of their way and opened up their last cluster, making it a lot easier for them to have to run out. Whereas if you try to break up a cluster at the beginning and you didn't get there, your opponent still has to maneuver their cue ball around all of these different obstacles, making the job a lot tougher for them. Right now, there's nothing that looks easy. Oh, pretty close to that ball.
Troy, you're asking about round times. Again, if you're wanting information on round times, when players play, all that good information, go to compusport.us. All your questions will be answered. I want to say our last round today is 7:30-ish.
Now, do we know what their regular skill levels are?
I don't. Somebody had said earlier that Sarah was a 6. I don't know about Deanna. Steve multitasking.
Yes.
Michael, it sounds like you better get the chores taken care of, buddy. Thanks for watching. Said he had to get stuff done or his wife was not going to be happy, so we understand that. Maybe come back later. We'll be here. All right, some folks saying Deanna appears to be a 6 as well. Again, I'm kind of going by what the commenters are telling me. Actually, she might be a 7. She's either a 6 or a 7. It might depend on 8-ball versus 9-ball.
She just made 2 of her opponent's balls.
Well, maybe she's that good. She just pocket them all.
No, her opponent's balls.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't need to, you know.
Is that a
No, just knock 'em
combination?
all
Are
in.
those both stripes? Because it looks like there could be a combination. Maybe lined up? No, I can't tell from this vantage point. Oh, what am I? I'm getting very confused. I'm so sorry.
And just a reminder for those that are asking about skill levels, this match, the U.S. Amateur Championship, both the women's and the open division, this is a non-handicapped event, so handicaps are somewhat irrelevant here. I do understand asking to kind of gauge where they're at.
Right. All right, and this is, I'm posting something from YouTube.
Everybody's
No, from
picture
Instagram.
taking.
That's right.
You're Instagramming now? What's the Black Widow Instagram page? Black Widow's on Instagram now.
Uh-oh.
Deanna just misses that shot there. If you're interested in following APA's Instagram page, you can do that here. Lots of great content, including the picture that Steve just took, which will be up there momentarily. So,
How do I? There's got to be a way to rotate that.
Steve will show you.
How to rotate the Instagram photo to my Instagram account, Jeanette Lee TBW, for the Black Widow. I'm just posting pictures of us doing commentary. But if you want to talk to us, you can chat with us at Facebook.
Oh, no.
Got it.
Yep, this event is being played at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh, we got our other camera back, huh? There we go.
All right.
A little different camera angle for you folks that have been itching to see something different. Got our camera back up. There's Steve's pretty face. It's Wednesday. It feels like a Friday, but it's only a Wednesday. We loved your face in there, Steve. It was good. See the camera movement. They're continuing to adjust that camera that sits above a light on an adjacent table. That's why it's moving a little bit. We'll check back on that camera angle in just a moment. While Deanna tries to navigate the table here. Deanna being very deliberate in this match. Again, this will be the final game of 8-ball that these two will play, at least in this particular round. We'll switch over to the 9-ball set at the conclusion of this game. What game does the Black Widow pick if she's picking first?
Straight
Right.
pool.
Well, I mean, if you're picking from 8 or 9 ball.
All right, if I'm in, that's a good question. I consider 9-ball an easier game. There's really less thinking going on. I'm not playing a whole lot. I don't necessarily have as much confidence, but in 9-ball, it's really just about pocketing balls because all the thinking is done for you. You paint by numbers. In
Right.
8-ball, there's more strategy. I feel like your cue ball needs to be better. Your defense has to be a lot better because you're not hiding them from one numerical ball. You're hiding them from all of your opponent's balls.
So the answer was 9 ball?
No, the answer
was
is
8 ball.
8-ball.
Okay,
The
okay.
answer is 8-ball.
You
I
kind of-
consider
yeah.
8-ball a difficult.
You like the strategy part of it.
I think it's
more.
a tougher game.
So
I
you
think
go with the
that-
tougher game.
I think that there's more people that can play 9-ball well than 8-ball well.
Oh, not quite there.
Wow, she missed that by a lot, I think. But
All right, Sarah will be back at the table here. Again, we're tied 1-1. It's Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. A lot of folks keep saying, where are you, where are you, where are you? We are at Strokers, one of the premier billiard rooms in all of the Tampa Bay area. run by
Yes.
Jose Del Rio and his staff. Jose keeps a good place, I think, in part because he is also a pool player, a very good one that you'll see this weekend in this, or at least in the open portion of the U.S. Amateur Championship. So
Yes.
look forward to seeing him as well as 127 other players in that particular event. We'll start on Friday.
Oh boy. She hit that a lot harder than she should have.
I know it's a big challenge for a lot of these players that come into this event. They're so used to playing on the 7-foot tables in league play and that kind of thing. And to come in and play on these 4.5 by 9 foots is a little bit of a challenge.
It is. Oh boy.
Maybe seeing them miss a few more shots than they may normally. Deanna shooting on the 8-ball here.
Yeah, thin cut on the 8-ball. This is a nice view. Right here you can see the distance between the 8-ball and the rail.
Yeah, no smoking here at Strokers the next several days. Some folks were asking, isn't Strokers? They do normally allow smoking here, I think, for regular customers and league play and that kind of thing. But for the U.S. Amateur Championship, they are very accommodating. They do not allow smoking during the event whatsoever, so which we appreciate, right?
We appreciate, the customers appreciate, and the
I think even the
customers that
smokers
smoke
appreciate
also
it,
because
right.
they understand. I mean,
Yeah.
they're playing for a very prestigious title,
Yep.
and you don't want them to have to deal with that. And it's beautiful here, so it's not a problem to just walk outside
Yeah.
if they'd like to smoke. It's hard if we were in, Michigan or Wisconsin in January, then you might not want to go outside.
Yeah.
But here it's beautiful.
Oh, I can remember we had this event back in Connecticut years ago, and even in November, just it being freezing cold there. It was back when it was at Ultimate Billiards, probably 15 years or so ago.
It's interesting that Deanna didn't just go for it and try to cut the 8-ball in thin. She just didn't feel comfortable doing it. So she chose to play defense, which isn't a bad play here.
There she
Okay,
goes.
she
Nice
makes
shot,
it,
but
and does she? No,
ouch.
tiny
Tough
bit
break.
softer. She might have had a shot in
Yeah.
that far corner pocket, but
It's a tough break with Deanna
yeah.
on the 8-ball here. Imagine she will take a
Yeah, she
2-1
made that
lead here
nice
in
bank,
short order.
too.
Deanna pockets the 8-ball and takes a 2-1 lead. As we mentioned a few times, if you're not yet an APA member, you're interested in getting involved, you can do that today if you go to poolplayers.com/join. Sign up, become a full-fledged member, get all the benefits that go with being an APA member. Of course, you get our magazine, you get lots of discounts, access to instruction. Of course, the biggest benefit, playing in the league, having fun, meeting new people, playing some pool, and maybe even making it to one of our events in Las Vegas or one of our many regional events around the country. So again, do that today. Go to poolplayers.com/join. Get involved. So we update the scores here. Deanna now leading 2-1. Sarah preparing the rack. See what the folks on Facebook are up to. Sandra, they're playing on 4.5 by 9 foot tables. Those folks asking about brackets, you can go to compusport.us.
And click on the U.S. Amateur Nationals, and I'm sure that you will see the board, who's playing who. You can follow a particular player.
Somebody's asking, I'm coming to Panama City for the winter this year from Indiana. Do you know of any good rooms? That's a little bit of a ways from us here, Panama City, 5 or 6 hours, I would say.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
VRBO or Airbnb might be your best bet there. Of course, if you're an APA member, we've got lots of hotels that you get discounts on.
I thought they were talking about not hotel rooms, but pool rooms. Are there any good pool rooms there?
Oh, no, there you go.
Is what I'm thinking they mean
Probably
by rooms,
so, yeah.
pool
I hear
rooms.
room and I'm thinking that's where I need to sleep.
Hotel, yeah, I was like, what, Jason?
Somewhere to put my head at night.
Yeah, I'm sure it's easy enough to Google.
Oh,
though,
yeah, I'm sure. We have leagues in Panama City, and of course that area just got hit really hard with, I think a couple rooms up there actually got knocked out from the hurricane that came through there.
But if you're going to be
several
there
weeks
for a
ago.
while, I'm sure that you can Google and look at APA
Oh, yeah.
in Panama City.
That's right.
And contact that league operator.
Sure.
I'm sure
Play
they
for a
could get
session
you
down
playing
there,
for
yeah.
exactly play on a team over there.
We got players that do that.
Because there's always teams looking for players. So even if you could only play a couple months, 2-3 months,
Yep.
during a session, I'm sure they'd.
We've got snowbirds that
Appreciate
do
it.
that. They play up in Michigan in one session, and they play in Florida the next. So that's one
know
of the
quite a
benefits
few.
of being a member is you can play anywhere. All right, Deanna now with control of the match, leading 2-1, race to 5. We're now in the 9-ball set. Again, our coverage brought to you by our friends at pooldog.com. This year's Women's U.S. Amateur Championship. Of course, this is a double elimination tournament up until the final round when it becomes an extended race and single elimination.
Now, they don't win a cash prize. They win a very prestigious title as the ladies' U.S. Amateur Champion. But don't they also win a slot to play in a pro event? Or is
Yeah,
that
and
not?
that's I mean, that's a big part of it for a lot of these players. Most opt to go play in the U.S. Open, which is now a matchroom event, right? So that's a big deal.
Oh, for the women's, so they don't play in a WPBA event.
They generally have an option
Okay. all
on
right.
on which event. We try to give them as many options as we can. A lot of them
That's cool.
have opted to play in WPBA events. But like I said, now that Matchroom has the U.S. Open in Vegas in April, I think
Right.
some of them are very interested in seeing what Matchroom. Of course, Matchroom does the Moscone Cup and
Right.
some of the other big international
But
events.
Matchroom
so
is just doing the men's, right?
Is
Is it
I
open
believe it's
to men
open.
and women, or
yeah, I
is
believe
it
it's
men's?
open. It's U.S. Open. I gotta
Well,
assume
we have
it's
a
both.
women's U.S. Open.
Yeah, but you could play in the U.S.
But not
Open
that one.
previously.
I could,
Yeah,
yes. Because I'm
you
a
probably
U.S.
have,
Open
right?
champion.
You
so-
probably have played in it.
Well, I don't know if he's going to continue that, but the way that Barry Behrman did it is once you won a U.S. Open championship, you
could
got a
always come
free
back.
entry fee and hotel for life.
Nice.
So I
Wow.
don't know if he.
I don't know if
he's going to
Matchroom's
be
gonna
doing
keep
that.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Right.
all U.S. Open champions, they won that
Yeah.
as well as the prize money and
Yeah.
the title.
Yeah, so if you win the U.S. Amateur, you go into a pro event, you get to come back next year and defend your title.
Yeah,
and,
that is
like
cool.
like you mentioned, I think the most significant thing for the players that win this is their name goes on that trophy that's
Yeah,
there
definitely.
forever. I mean,
It's history.
they take home their own marble and bronze USAM trophy, which is it's more like a work of art than a trophy. It's pretty
yeah,
impressive.
that's incredible sculpture.
But to have your name on the Trophy of Champions forever, I mean,
Yeah.
not to be morbid, but long after you're gone,
Right.
your name is still on that. It's
You're
like
right.
our version of the Stanley Cup, if you will. So
Okay, listen.
leave your
she,
legacy.
She left them. Sarah was left with a fairly easy shot on this 3-ball, but that 4-ball is tied up. I don't think I would have been trying to make the 3-ball. I'd be trying to find a way to move the 3 and open up that 4-7 at the same time. So please play defense if you have to. She was trying to open it up. Okay, so here we go. You can either hit the cue ball into the 4-ball insanely thin, going towards that 6-ball and leaving the cue ball the 4-ball by that rail, and hit it thin and let the cue ball sit by the 6-ball, between the side pocket and the 6-ball. Or you can shoot towards the 4-ball with a little bit of draw and draw the cue ball underneath the 8-9. It just depends on, can you tell how close they are? Oh no, yeah, that's too tough. So she's gonna try the first thing, which is hitting it thin and whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I was thinking she was gonna hit it really thin and soft and let the cue ball land on that 6 a little bit. Still, this isn't an easy shot. She can play defense, bank the 4-ball to the other side of the 8-9, let the cue ball stay down on this side. Little bit harder. Yeah, she could have banked that 4-ball all the way to the other rail. Okay, so half ball hit. You don't want to hit it too full because that'll slow down the cue ball. Maybe a little bit of left English. There you go. Perfect. A little bit too hard. She's been overhitting a lot of balls. She needs to take a little shorter swing. And a lot of people don't think about that. Think about the golf swing. When you want to putt a shot, you only pull it back a few inches, right? A foot at most. And on a drive, you're going to take a full swing.
Right.
And it's the same thing in pool. There's a lot of players that have a lot of trouble with their speed control. But if you look at when they're practicing their swing, they use the same length swing, whether they're hitting it hard or soft, instead of matching up the length of their swing with the speed of the shot. Ooh. That was critical error. I think she was thinking too much about the cue ball. And the cue ball wouldn't have been there if she made the 7 in the side. She overcut it a little bit. That's why the cue ball came down further. All right. Looks like she's aiming to draw the ball. She could follow or draw the ball. Either way, she'll get on this 8. She doesn't have to hit either one of them too hard. This is one of those 50-50 shots. If you've got a heavy ball, you're going to follow to the end rail and back out. And if you've got a light ball, you're just going to draw the ball to the side rail and back out to the middle of the table. It's also a matter of what you're comfortable with. But to me, this is one of these things like you can't go wrong either way. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable with. But don't be on the rail. Okay, she's got a decent angle here. Just got to go for it. Try to get the cue ball back up. Let's see if we can get a different view on this table. There, so she has a little bit of an angle. You can see she's got some space between. So is she gonna follow it? She's not aiming too high. She wants the cue ball to come back up by the spot, a little higher. Okay. It's a little straighter than I thought. So she was able to follow and go and run rail. Now she'll shoot the 9-ball in the opposite pocket. One thing that I'm noticing is these women are showing some good discipline. They're walking around the table more. They don't seem to be rushed. They're just focused and hungry to win. I love it.
Deanna pockets.
Nice.
Watch out. Pockets the 9-ball. Take as the ladies prepare the rack, a quick word from our sponsors at Pool Dog.
Tired of the same old when you're buying billiard supplies? Come shop with the big dogs at PoolDog.com. You want pool cues? We've got over 700 balls, cases, accessories, no problem. Want help with your game? How does hundreds of free training articles sound? Want to shop offline? We'll mail you a free catalog. Hit us up online, pulldog.com, or call 866-843-3294.
Deanna with 2 balls on the break there. Now leading 3-1 in this race to 5. See any issues here for Deanna in this pattern?
Well, I don't know if she's, oh, she can cue low, so there shouldn't be. If she can go low right and go around the 5 to the end rail side right, you'll end up right back outside. There you go, back out. And now she wants to make sure not to go to that side rail. She's gonna hit the end rail, bounce right back out to middle of the table.
Again, if you're just now tuning in, you're watching live coverage of the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship, produced by the American Pool Players Association. The streaming brought to you by our friends at pooldog.com. Got Deanna Foster at the table here, leading by a score of 3-1 over Sarah Archer in this race to 5. They're in their second game of the 9-ball set.
She looks pretty straight. She could just draw it back a few inches, right? For the 6-ball. She doesn't want to be straight on this 6. She wants a little bit of an angle on the 6 so she can get shape on the 7. If she draws too much, she's in trouble. This is great. So she can draw this. Oh, this is more angle than I thought. That's a good look, Jason. Thank you. So she can actually just hit this with a little bit of draw and not use English, because if you go with left English, you're going to go down towards this bottom left corner pocket, which you don't want. So you could just do draw.
There it is.
She chose to slow roll it. You see what I mean? It's going to come down towards this corner pocket. Had she hit it with draw instead of with top spin, she'd be out over bottom middle of the table, probably straight in on the 7 in the side. But this is good. Most of the time she's been staying down under the shot, so I think she's got a good chance to just barely roll this in.
Deanna, a chance to go to the hill right here.
Nice.
And she pockets the 9 in the corner to take a 4-1 lead. Deanna Foster now on the hill. Again, if you're interested in competing in next year's U.S. Amateur Championship, you can now sign up for preliminary rounds. If you go to usam.poolplayers.com, you can sign up today, participate in a preliminary round. The top players from the preliminary rounds qualify for the championship rounds. Go ahead and get that taken care of today. One less thing you have to worry about. Sarah Archer prepares the rack. Just a reminder about our bonus coverage that we have on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/APA Leagues. If you want to check out some of the other participants in this event. We had 2 other matches that are being live streamed there, and you can check that out.
Boy, Sarah won that first game, and she hasn't won a game since.
Yeah.
She's running out of time.
That she is. Deanna will have the break here. Now leading 4-1, needs just 1 more game. Looks like maybe they've taken a quick break, which means we'll remind you folks about our sponsors. Pool Dog, bringing you all this coverage. Completely complimentary. All they ask is you go visit them on their website, pooldog.com/APA Champs. I know they also have a great Facebook page if you like their page. Lots of great instruction and things that they offer there.
Yes.
Lots of different offers, lots of cool stuff that they put out. And maybe just drop them a line and say, hey, thanks for the USAM coverage. We really appreciate that. So I know they try to do a lot for pool, and this is just yet another example. So we appreciate everything they do for not just APA, but the sport in general. While we continue to plug as we wait for the ladies, we'll mention our Facebook page, which hopefully you've already liked because you're watching us on Facebook. But if not, like us today. Make sure you don't miss any of this great content, not just throughout the U.S. Amateur, but as we move into the rest of the year, the Moscone Cup next month, and all the great things we have to look forward to into the new year. You can do all that good stuff by just liking us here on Facebook. Looks like Deanna is returned to the table.
A lot of people ask why people break from the corners when they're playing 9-ball. Actually, she's breaking from the end rail, but most of the pros break all the way to the right or left when breaking in 9-ball because you have a good chance to make the one in the side. The corners of the diamond can go in that bottom pocket. See that 1 ball going towards the side pocket? So we have found that it increases our opportunities to make balls on the break.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They look like they're really clustered out, but it's not bad. If you can hit thin on the 1 ball, go down to the end rail, back out towards the side pocket for the 2 ball in the side. So again, she needs to cut this 1 ball thin, let the cue ball go to the end rail and bounce just a little bit. So you can still shoot the 2 ball and roll down table for the 3 in the corner pocket. Whoa.
Nope.
I think she liked it in the corner pocket more. And she got a good roll there because now Deanna cannot see the 1 ball. She's going to be looking at a kick shot. Look at that. Nice. That worked out well. The 5 ball's in the way of hitting that left side of the table, so she's going to be going around the other side.
Trying to backtrack through some of the comments. Looks like Teresa Garland just won a match. Again, there is no handicapping used at this event. Some folks asking about skill levels and things. I think we established that they're both, I think, 6s. We're not sure. Maybe Deanna's a 7 in a different format. But again, no handicaps here in the U.S.
They're
Amateur
playing even.
Championship. Yeah, they're playing even.
Yeah, some people kind of ask or wonder because we want to make sure, we just want to gauge
Sure,
what they play
sure.
normally like when they're
Right.
back home.
Yep. What would it be like if you were to play them, kind of thing, right?
Right.
And again, we did mention this event played on 4.5 by 9 foot tables, which is, for some of these players, a big difference, right? They're
Right.
used to playing on 7-footers in league. Not necessarily all of them, but quite a few. Uh-oh, just held on there.
Yeah, she made a nice kick there.
Just held on there in the corner.
All right, what about banking, hitting the left side of the 1 ball, banking it to the end rail, and the cue ball go around that 2 ball and end up over there by the 3 and 4. Like that, but ooh, she hit it a little bit too hard. And too full. Had she hit it thinner, it would have been down by the 3, and the cue 1 ball would be on the end rail. Okay, it doesn't go in the corner, it goes in the side, and she's going to have to drop it in. Uh-oh. I think she hit that a little fuller than she wanted to. Or she could have intended to hit it, but needed to give it a little left English so the cue ball could get on the other side of the 3. But all right, she's looking if she can make the 3 off the 7 in the side pocket. No, it looks like she's trying to. You know what? I have a feeling she was trying that, which is insane. You think? I mean, it's hard to tell.
Are you asking, or are you?
I'm talking out loud,
Okay.
but I'm asking. I'm asking the fans out there, okay?
I was going to say, I
yes,
don't know.
a pro is asking the fans, what was she doing on that shot? Was she trying some kind of crazy save? Because if she was firing that in, a back angle combination shot, 9 foot up the table, that would be insane.
You'd want her to reconsider.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
But she shot it in the way that, nope, I played it. That's the way she shot it, with that much confidence. All right, then hit, give it enough speed to go down and back up for the 4. That was not hard enough.
You know, we were talking a little bit about handicaps, and while we've got some time on the stream, I want to mention a pretty major change coming to APA leagues in terms of scoring coming December 1st.
Yes.
When all new players, their starting skill levels will always be the same. Will be 3s now. So, whereas in the past, brand new players would have started as a 4, ladies as a 3. Now everyone's starting
as a 3.
Brand new players, okay, not known players that are 6s, right? But a brand new player to APA League starting December 1st.
Yep.
Everybody's starting as a 3. So you heard it here first.
Yes, yes.
Black Widow and Jason Bowman breaking that news to you if you haven't already heard. Of course, that'll be reflected on all the score sheets, and we'll make sure we continue to remind folks. But again, big changes coming in terms of starting skill levels for new players December 1st. Getting rid of that difference in gender and skill level thing. So everybody will start as a 3 if they're a new player, right?
Right.
That doesn't mean the league operator doesn't have some authority if you're a known player that's much better than a 3 to start you higher. But again, just based on gender, everybody's going to start as a 3. All right. Meanwhile, Sarah Archer trying to somehow, some way, get back in this match. I'm just waiting for some comments to come out about that.
And really, this is the key shot right here, this 5 ball. Because earlier, I think she missed this ball and it hit that point. But if she could make this 5, the 8 is just, oh my gosh. Oh, All right, and the other balls are sitting pretty well. As long as she doesn't hit this 5 too hard. Well, no, that makes it a little bit more difficult having to use the bridge. A lot of people don't take time to practice the bridge shots, and therefore they don't pocket the way that they normally would if they were able to reach the ball. Yeah, she made it. She just had to hit it a little bit thinner. Wow. Okay, now it's gotten really interesting because she's elevated over that 9 ball. Oh, she's not. Because it looked like, see, she has to hit that 7 ball insanely thin to make it in the side. But if she tries to pocket the 7 in the corner, the cue ball's going to scratch in the side pocket. Oh, she's trying to draw the ball. Okay, draw the ball. She might not like her shot on the 8. I'm not sure what that was.
Had a question from somebody about whether league operators are allowed to play in, their own league, and they are allowed to some degree, right? Of course, unless you're the Black Widow. Black Widow can't play, but we do have league operators from time to time that will jump on a team in some areas when needed. Obviously, they cannot qualify for playoffs and anything of significance, but there are occasions where, especially with newer teams that are put together, a league operator will jump on there to kind of be the glue that holds them together until they kind of mesh
Right.
as a team, and then they will move away. So occasionally you will see that, yeah, but you're not going to see your league operator, competing in the
Right.
playoffs for Vegas or anything like that. That wouldn't.
Yeah,
that
so
wouldn't
they're
work.
allowed to play if it helps you, prevent forfeits or
Sure,
give support
sure.
to a team, or a team that doesn't have a good captain to try to help and mentor someone into becoming a captain for
Right.
a team. You could see that, but they don't ever want to feel like a league operator would be on a team and use that as an advantage
No.
to win in
Absolutely
a
not.
spot in a Whirlpool Championship or anything like that.
Nope,
That is
nope,
not
nope,
allowed.
no.
And with an unfortunate scratch by Sarah Archer, it looks like Deanna Foster has the best opportunity she could hope for with ball in hand, sitting on the hill. She's 3 balls away from finishing out this set.
When I get in this position in a match, my heart rate is it's higher. It's, you know what I mean? It's like the end is in sight. How do you control that kind of last kind of push of adrenaline that comes over you when you can see the finish line, but you don't want to go too fast and you don't want to get too intense or hit it too
Right.
hard, or, how does the Black Widow manage that?
The good thing that I would recommend, I just saw Deanna doing. She came over, looked at the shot, and I watched her just take a nice deep breath there. And if you focus on how hungry you are to win and to just think about one shot at a time.
Right.
Breathe, take one shot at a time.
Breathe, yeah, that's good.
When you focus on the little things, the big things don't seem as overwhelming.
All right.
Well,
2
she
to
made that a
go.
lot tougher than she needed to.
2 to go.
See, what I was thinking is by her cueing low, she doesn't want to scratch in that side pocket if she hits it too hard. And because that was probably on her mind, she hit it too soft and left herself a longer shot than she needed to. She could have just followed to the end rail and back up and hit it with a little bit more speed. All right.
Just missed that 8 ball, yeah. All right, opportunity here for Sarah.
Yes.
Golden opportunity.
Yeah, considering Deanna had ball in hand on the 7 ball. She has to feel like this is a great opportunity that she was not expecting to have.
Pockets the 8 in the corner.
Got straight in on the 9. Sarah Archer about to say thank you very much.
Not going down without a fight. Sarah Archer with her second win of the match. now trails by just 2 games to Deanna. Again, we've mentioned it a couple times. We're going to mention it again. If you're not already an APA member, now is a great time to join. Go to poolplayers.com/join. Go ahead and get signed up today. Start enjoying some of the benefits of being a member immediately, like our discounts and things. And, of course, get you back into the league or get you into the league to play, meet some new people, have some fun, be part of something, right? I think that's kind of lacking today in our society, right? Being part of something.
Community.
Everybody's, yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with people's addictions to their own smartphones. You know, I mean, before it was Atari
Right.
or, you know, PlayStation, people being at home
Yeah.
playing all those games, but now you can do it on your phone. And people are looking at the media, looking at, you know, watching matches on YouTube, doing all
Right.
kinds of things
Right.
instead of getting out and being with real live people.
Yep.
And so you have a lot more people that really have poor social skills and have a tough time connecting with people.
Well, the great thing about APA is it is literally a real life social network, right?
Right.
It's
Exactly.
and we love the folks that are on their phones watching us and tuning in, and
Yes.
that's all good. But at the end of the day, you got to have human contact. You got to
Right.
interact with people, experience the highs and lows of competition with other people, and APA is just a really exceptional way for you to be able to do that. So
And getting on a team makes you part of a family.
for sure.
You know, because that's something that as we get up and we get older through life, so many things you're competing.
Right.
You know, you're competing in school, you're competing at work, you're doing all these different things, and you're not used to having anyone but your parents really being on your side.
Right.
You know, and of course people like to make friends outside of the home, but it's tougher and tougher these days.
Yeah.
But with APA, you immediately become part of a team who want to see you do well.
I talk to, you know, obviously with traveling a lot in our events, I talk to a lot of players, and they all, you know, so many stories about, you know, APA changing their life, having that significant of
Oh,
an
yeah.
impact. Either they were
Met their
lonely, or they
wife,
met
yeah.
someone, or they, you know, and it's pretty amazing to hear those stories. All right, looks like we lost one of our cameras again, but we'll switch over to.
Looks like there's a tough squeeze on that 2-ball on the side. Let's see. Oh, she was trying to bank the ball.
We were talking about impact that the APA has on people's lives. We did a story not too long ago that we termed More Than Pool. It's about a guy in Louisiana last year, or earlier this year, that happened to be playing in a tournament that he wasn't planning to go to, has a heart attack in the tournament right there, falls to the ground. And 2 other guys that were there who also weren't supposed to be there that day but had taken off work, firefighters, they immediately go to work on this guy, keep him alive long enough for the paramedics to get there and essentially
Wow.
save this guy's life. And had it not been for them all
All
coming
those things
together
coming
under
together,
Pool,
wow.
you know, this gentleman was convinced. His name's Lawrence Callahan. He's out of Louisiana, outside of New Orleans. He's convinced he would not be alive today.
Oh, yeah.
And he basically told me, he said, look, it's Pool is the reason that I'm alive. So just really amazing stories. It's something that you really want to be part of. So it looks like it's stabilized. Sorry. Was this one? It was this one, yeah. Yeah, it was really one of my favorite stories to be able to tell. In fact, if you go to our YouTube channel, which we've mentioned a few times, you can find that video. It's about 2 minutes, and it's one that kind of gets the heart, you know, moving, the tears kind of welling up kind of thing. It's a feel good, right? But it's pretty
Right.
wild to think the difference something like that makes in a person's life. So.
Okay.
We are about 90 minutes into this third round match here at the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship.
Yeah, Deanna cannot see that 3-ball. I think she's going to be doing some kind of a kick. I don't know that she can hit it 1 rail. She might need to go 2 rails on that bottom left corner pocket to the end rail and kick that 1 ball up table and leave the cue ball down there. Oh, she could see it. And she played a good safety. However, she might be able to make that 9-ball. It's no easy task, but it's still possible. It gives her something to look at. Uh-oh.
We were talking a little bit earlier about the Moscone Cup. Have you seen this year's team, Team USA? You seen who we're sending this year?
No, who is it?
Pretty good team. We've got Skylar Woodward, Billy Thorpe, Corey Deuel, new kid by the name of Tyler Steyer, I believe, who I'm not.
Oh, yes.
I don't know him.
Yes.
And Shane Van Boning. So
yeah.
3 guys from last year's team. Corey obviously has played in the Moscone Cup several times. And Tyler, kind of the new blood. So it'll be interesting to see what those guys can do in London. I know I talked to Johan, the team captain, earlier. Actually, it was last week now. We did a live interview here on Facebook with him. And I think they're kind of taking a bunker mentality, like us against the world. You know, not a lot of folks.
Absolutely.
Giving
They've got to
them
do something different.
So it should be exciting. I think I know those guys really appreciate having the support of APA as a sponsor because, again, when you go over there and there's 3,000 Europeans yelling at you while you're shooting.
They are yelling.
It's nice to know back home that you've got the support of so many folks rooting you on as well.
So this is a tough situation for Sarah because you want to play so bad. And Deanna's now missed a few times and left Sarah nothing to look at but a kick. And all you can do is say, hey, I've just got to keep plugging away and try to take advantage of the opportunity I have. The problem is, and I don't know, because unless she hits deeper with a little bit of draw, she does still have a chance to scratch in that bottom left corner pocket if she catches it too deep. Oop, you saw how it almost did that too. Okay. No, she can see it. She has a tiny bit of an angle, so if she wants to hit it harder and follow to the side rail and back out to the middle of the table, that would be better. Yeah, if you roll it, you're going to just end up there. All right. Does she play defense or does she just bank for it?
Got it.
Wow, nice shot. A tiny bit harder would have been awesome, right? Because then she'd be straight in on the 6. Now what she's got to do is hit it with just enough speed to make the ball and let the cue ball come towards the side packet, back right where she's putting the tip of her cue ball. So it's showing she knows where her cue ball's going. She's down on this 6-ball. Sorry for the technical difficulties here, but we're just going to keep on talking through it. I don't think she hit it hard enough. Did she? Well, she didn't hesitate a bit. All right, now she's coming around and looking for it. Looks like she could only see the right side of the 7-ball, and she can't really bank it into the other corner pocket because the 9-ball's in the way. She might hit the end rail and try to kick it up table. And you don't want to hit it too hard because if she hits the 7-ball, it'd be nice if the 7-ball can hit the side rail and end up back at the other end of the table if it doesn't go in. You don't want to hit it so hard that the 7-ball will go up table and back down near the cue ball, because the cue ball is likely going to stay down at that bottom rail somewhere along that area. Still looks like she can kind of see a little bit of that 7 if she's trying to hit it thin and put the cue ball all the way up table.
Oh, look at
Oh
there.
my gosh.
So
Another
close.
gift for Sarah. She's got to be happy about this.
4-3 after this shot.
Yes.
100%.
And I would 100%.
Oh.
This is 4-3. As long as she doesn't hit it too hard,
There you
she's
go.
good. Boy, she hit it pretty
Black
full
Widow
too.
stamp of approval.
All right,
Sarah
4-3.
Archer mounting the comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
We like to keep it exciting for
Man,
you
this
guys.
is the second one in a row we've had a nice little comeback. So
Yeah.
now it just needs 2 games to Deanna's 1.
Deanna's just got to keep it together and know that she has been playing throughout this match overall. Deanna has been playing better. She's been running more balls, playing a little bit better position. So she's got to trust that, well, that's why I have the lead, right? Because I'm playing better, and all I've got to do is keep trying to take advantage of the opportunities that I'm given. And that's all you can do, and stay in the moment, stay in the present. Because otherwise you can start to feel panic. Oh, she's coming back. Oh, now, you know, if I don't win this, it's going to be hill, and you can just talk yourself into this anxiety tornado in your brain.
You're making me nervous just
I'm
hearing
so-
it. I'm
And
I need a Xanax
Sarah's
or
gotta
something
think
now after
something
hearing all that.
similar to that. Sarah's like, hey, you know what? I'm getting
There we
some
go.
opportunities that I
Yep.
just, you know, at first I didn't have a shot, and now I'm getting some shots, and I, you know, just can do what you can do, and
Well, she's gonna have some
accept
opportunities
it,
here
get up
too.
there, work hard.
Not a bad layout for Sarah here.
No. Let's see if she draws this ball, 'cause she can draw the cue ball back around that side pocket. But she might just stop the ball. It just depends on what kind of stroke she... Well, that was a nice kiss from the 5 ball. That worked out well for her because she chose to follow, and she had a good chance of moving towards the 8-9 and hooking herself.
A lot of folks on the stream now rooting Sarah on.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wants to.
Everybody loves the comeback, right? Everybody
Absolutely.
wants the
Who doesn't want it to go
hill. Everybody wants overtime, extra innings, everything, right?
That's right.
We always want a close match, whatever the sport.
Oh, boy. She hit that so softly that she doesn't really have a shot on the 3 ball. It's a good shot. You can see it doesn't go in the corner pocket. She could try for it in the side pocket, on the left side of the screen, or on the bottom right side of the corner. But if she goes for it in the corner, then she's got to hit it fairly hard so the cue ball goes to the side rail, the other side, and then back over for the 4 ball. She might just play safety. Oh, she took a
Go
whack
for
at
the
that
9
9
ball,
ball.
yeah.
Hey, that worked out for her. Look at that. See, I never think of things like that. I'd be trying to play some safety or something. She said, hey, I'm flying at this baby. You know, she can make this ball. If the cue ball hits, let's say, the far left 3rd diamond, she could hit the rail. She can see it. I didn't think she could see that 3 ball. Well, it goes. So if she can see it, she's just going to try to cut it in.
Got
Look
it.
at that.
Wow.
What a shot. Okay. Not getting any easier.
Yeah,
Now she's
now
gonna,
what?
well, this is a tiny bit easier, but it's still tough. She's got to hit that same slow roll speed, 4 in the side, down to the end rail, and the softer she can hit it, the closer she'll be to that 5 ball. That was a lot thinner than she meant to do.
All right.
She feathered that 4-ball.
Again, yet another opportunity for Sarah here. We are edging ever closer to a hill match, folks.
You know what? She looks, it's not straight in, but it's close. So she's going to need to put some draw on this ball and get back down here for this 5. Just watch the side pocket here a little bit. There you go. Uh-oh, too hard. Wow. That changed everything. She gave it too much of a stroke. Okay, so here's the deal. She can cut this 5-ball in this bottom right, the bottom left corner of the screen. The cue ball can get to about the 3rd right down. All right, I'm going too crazy. I need a telestrator. I need a telestrator. Okay.
That's what we need back here. One more thing.
Right, exactly.
As we
you
look
guys
at
should see this
monitors
place.
and screens and everything else back here.
All right, so how about banking it in the side pocket? Or playing defense? That's actually better. How strong was that shot? She's going to remember that shot right here, because unless Deanna makes a heck of a kick, that's a pretty good kick. All right, so she has a similar situation. The 5-ball doesn't bank in the side pocket, I think. Isn't that 8-ball in the way? I don't know if the 8-ball's in the way. I think the 8-ball's in the way of the 5-ball banking into the side. She's looking at it. But what if she banks this 5-ball 2 rails back down to this end rail and leave the cue ball on the other end rail like she did earlier? Wow.
Got it.
Oh my gosh. Look, and she's straight in. And even if she makes this, she's going to be long in straight in on the 8. Then even if she makes that, she'll be long. This is exhausting. I don't think she hit it hard enough to make it to the pocket.
Uh-oh.
Well, she did hit it hard enough to make it to the pocket, but fortunately she missed it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to hit this 6-ball thin. Be careful of that side pocket, which, you know, side pockets tend to have a big gaping mouth that love to swallow up cue balls.
Deanna Foster here on the hill. 3 balls away from advancing in the winner's bracket. Make that 2 balls away.
Wow. Okay. You can hit that about the same speed so that the 8-ball just barely makes it to the corner pocket. And the cue ball just slightly bounces off the side rail. She's got to know this is her best opportunity to win this match. If she makes it hill, I'm telling you, the pool guys are not going to play in her favor. She doesn't like it. She doesn't think she can. I think she can follow this in without scratching the side, but now she's trying to draw it because she's worried about it. She's going to try to draw it into that 9-ball, I think. Up.
Well, she got the 8.
Yeah, she needed to
Not
draw
what
it a
she
little
wanted to
bit
do,
more.
yeah.
Man,
This will be
these
for the
people are
match.
killing me.
This will be for the match.
She's playing the bank again. You can hit it almost straight on. Don't worry about anything else. Just, it's lined up to where you can hit it almost straight on. Medium speed. Ooh, no.
Okay.
All right. Sarah to make it
9 ball away
a
from
tied up
a
match.
hill match, folks. You're getting your money's worth.
That's right.
Your free money's worth.
Oh, she can't reach it. She needs to go get the chalk. Oh, she has to use the bridge. Girl, I need to get you my Q extension. Dave Jacoby makes an awesome one. Or you can buy one at pooldog.com. I'm telling you, just type in Q extension.
There you go.
I know they will give you a free Pool Dog towel for a purchase of $50 or more. Well worth it.
All right.
There's so much to get though. And Christmas is coming up.
Yep.
All right.
Hill.
Yes, baby. This is what I wanted. 2 matches in a row.
The comeback is real. That is 2 matches in a row, Hill.
That's right. That went to Hill.
Let's see what the folks...
This is tougher to commentate because, I mean, to me, it's so much fun. So I love being here. But it's just that their knowledge of the game, the level is so different. So a lot of times I'll say, okay, this is the way to go, or this is the way to shoot this shot, and they'll shoot something completely different.
Right.
But the thing is that they're doing it the right way, which is shoot the shots that you believe you can execute the most. You don't go down in a tournament and say, what would the Black Widow do here?
Right.
Because your percentages on that particular shot may not be the same as my percentages. And that's something that I learned, especially when I was first on the tour. I would lose to these women that I would say, oh, I'm better than them, and I can make all those balls and stuff like that. And, oh, excuse me. And the thing about it is, when you have women that can play their own percentages and play smart, that's a dangerous player. You know, where you maximize your own potential. I think that's something that people take for granted is, okay, I might stroke that ball and bring the cue ball around 3 rails between these 2 balls, but you may not. You might say, no, if I try to do that, I'm going to end up missing the ball. I'm just going to take this shot, leave the cue ball at the end table, and play some kind of safety. There's nothing wrong with that. Know your game, play your game, and trust your game. Okay, I think that is a nice kick by Sarah. Deanna up at the table, but she's hooked. So the choice is, are you going to go 1 rail or 2 rails? I think 2 rails is better. My problem with going 1 rail is the fact that if you hit 1 rail, there's a good chance that both balls are going to come out and be near each other. If she had gone 2 rails, you can hit that one fuller and send the one up table, and the cue ball, because it hit it fuller, would stay down on that end of the table. Okay, guys. Call it. Who's going to win it? Uh-oh. Watch the side pocket. Wow. I'll tell you what, this is a nail biter. All right, make sure you stay down, make the 3 ball. You're gonna have to hit it with a little speed because that 5 ball is gonna stop the cue ball. Yeah, see, she had to make sure she made that 3 ball, but This is tough. She's pretty straight in on the 3. So she does have an angle, but not much of one. The 4 ball's on the other side of the table. Let's see what she does. Yeah, see, she didn't, you could tell by the speed of the table, she wasn't trying to get shape on the 4 ball. She said, no, I just want to make this ball. I'll play safe afterwards if I have to.
Again, if you're just joining us for the tail end of this third round match here at the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship, tied 4-4 in a race to 5. Sarah Archer at the table. Sarah has mounted a pretty impressive comeback here. Deanna returns to the table.
Almost straight on the 3. If you follow it up, she can play position on the 4 in this back corner pocket. Up, she had to hit it harder, though. Okay, she got left with a bank shot, cross side. I think she made the last one she shot at. You can do it, girl. You can do it. I would hit it with center ball, not high. I don't know if you guys saw what high did, but it left her down on this end with that much top spin. So if you aimed lower, the cue ball would have went out 3 rails and given her a shot on the 5. All right. Does she go for the 4-7 combination and squeeze the 4 past the 5? Or does she try to cut the 4 ball? See, if she tries to cut the 4 ball in that far left pocket, the cue ball could go 2 rails behind the 9. So if she does that, she's going to have to hit it hard enough for the cue ball to come around 3 rails and end up where the 4 is. Oh, she tried to... That worked out. Let's take a look at it at another angle. Can she see that ball? Yeah. Okay, she can see it, and the 4 ball goes. Go, girl, go for it.
We're impartial.
No, I'm pulling for both of them, but I'm just happy right now. I don't know either of them, but this is exciting. Hope we're impartial. We are impartial.
Well, you said go girl, so it could be either one.
Well,
right?
because, no, I was talking about Sarah, but not because I'm pulling for her and not
Right.
Deanna.
No,
It's just because,
I'm
you
just
know,
giving you trouble.
like right now, I'm going to be like, come on, Deanna, finish it. I'm just pulling for either one of them to play well and do their best. All right, well, this is the best opportunity either one of them have had for a while. This is a very makeable shot with a 5 ball, the middle of the table. Uh-oh. All right. See, I just don't see, I haven't been seeing Deanna hit anything with any authority. She tends to hit it soft, but I think she needs to hit this down to the end rail. Is she aiming low? Maybe to draw it for the 6? Yeah, she's a finesse player. Because I would have drew it harder and come out in the middle of the table. But she's effective, though.
"33 years of pool playing experience." You're seeing it on display from Deanna. Of course, we mentioned earlier, Deanna from here in Clearwater, not too far from where we are at Strokers.
Okay, here is the dreaded hanger. Obviously, she's going to make the ball, but controlling the cue ball. Oh, boy. All right, she left herself straight in on the 8. I guess she didn't want to take a chance, bring the cue out to the middle of the table, but it's just a stop shot, right? If she has any kind of an angle, then she should draw the ball, but no, just stop it, roll it in. She stays down really well. Oh my gosh.
Deanna on the 9 ball for the
gosh.
win.
What?
Hold your breath, folks.
Yeah, but I mean, she's steady. She's like, you can get to the hill, but I'm taking it. Wow.
And there you have it, folks. Deanna Foster, Clearwater, Florida. Exciting match. She takes the victory. She will move to the next round on the winner's side. I believe Sarah will move to the 1-loss bracket. And hopefully folks enjoyed that particular match. Jeanette and I have enjoyed bringing it to you from here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, for those that keep asking where we are.
I didn't know you were going to put the camera on me,
Yeah.
and I was standing up here because I literally was at the edge of my seat going, like this. So that's
So
why
folks,
I'm
we
not
hope
sitting down.
you enjoy the match. We'll have some more coverage for you coming here in the near future, but for now we're going to take a little break and I don't know, hang loose. We'll be back here on Facebook.
Thank you.